Alright, after the long holiday break, Apple released their suite of software updates and new betas in the form of iOS, watchOS, and tvOS, iPadOS, everything along the lines, and we just installed watchOS 26.3 Beta 2, and I have to say I was pretty excited to see what was offered in this. Let me preface this video as well by letting you guys know point 3 releases typically do not have a lot of updates, and that is kind of what we're seeing here as well across the platform, but mainly and really specifically for watchOS. Now, watchOS as a whole has been personally somewhat of a letdown since it's been out for the last couple of years. 26 is the same, 18 I felt the same way for also. But now, at least with Beta 1, battery life was pretty consistent. It actually kind of worked its way up through these last 3 weeks of usage because, yes, as crazy as it has been almost a month since we received a new beta. Now that it's here, let's go ahead and talk about a couple things, and I'm going to show you on the iPhone actually what the build number is and then go from there. So going under settings, general, and about, you can see right here, watchOS 26.3 Beta 2 has a full build number of 23S5600D. The D is significant because this is only one letter up from Beta 1. The prior build, I believe, was an E or possibly even an F, but regardless, for it to only jump in a month's time frame, one letter, that's kind of significant. Now, I say that because as Apple does their betas, the closer you get to an A or a B build, the closer Apple feels this is ready for public release. And, well, look at this. Now we're getting an error ready right off the bat. Make sure your Apple Watch is nearby and powered on. Well, it definitely is. So, not a good start there either. However, you can see that now that we are almost near the mid of January, this technically, .3 releases are typically released by the end of January. So we're either going to see one of two things, a delayed release, or we're actually going to get a fewer builds for betas. I truly think that that's kind of what we're looking at. Talking about release schedule right off the bat, as you can see here, it is January 12th already. I think we will get another beta on the 19th and possibly the RC or public release even on the 26th. If on the 19th or next week, possibly next Tuesday, even on the 20th, I would say, if we do not get the RC there, then you can expect this to be pushed to February before release. But aside from that, you can anticipate within the next 3 weeks this to go public. Now, there's no rush necessarily in that, considering, well, again, there were no new updates. Performance has been pretty stable. Scrolling through everything hasn't been an issue at all. We have had pretty consistency with the workload and battery life of Beta 1. It was kind of questionable at first, but you can see how smooth everything seems to be working with this beta right off the bat. Let's go ahead and open up the stocks app. That definitely opened up a lot quicker than before. Let's go to Tesla. And yeah, it is loading very well. I don't see any real issues right now with any of this. The graphics look good. There wasn't any glitchiness here. There was a somewhat slight delay in the beta load, but nothing crazy nonetheless. The build download size was pretty tiny. It was a few hundred megs, so nothing crazy or substantial there. Jumping into the calendar, it's just working as you would anticipate. One thing I do want to show you, because again, this is now, I guess, geez, it's been a few months with the new Ultra 3 here. Let's check battery life by using these betas for so long again, because that always does seem to be an issue over time. Let me get out of that. Let's go into battery down here. As you see, no new Siri, but there is a lot of new news in regards to that for what's coming in 26.4 with the new Gemini integration. That is super, super exciting. And let's see, yeah, even running these betas for a few months now, we still are at 100% max capacity. Always great to hear that and see this. I will say the watch is a little normal than usual. I don't talk about that a lot. I talk about it for iOS, but the watch does feel a little warmer today. But aside from that, no new features have really been discovered. It's really kind of unknown what it's going to entail. watchOS, visionOS, and tvOS 26.3, there has been nothing new discovered so far. Obviously, as we know, Apple doesn't traditionally have a lot of release notes dropped, which I'm going to show you right here, which is pretty funny nonetheless. Here it is. This is today's release notes. And I actually commented on my Twitter in regards to this. We got to do a little better job than just saying there are no new release notes for this update. If there was truly nothing changed or edited here, what's the point of a beta build? Something needs to be updated. Any little bullet point that we can get added would be a huge benefit for developers to know to test. But aside from that, comment down below, what do you guys think about iOS, watchOS, all of Apple's new OSs as a whole? Does it seem pretty stagnant right now, or are you excited for what's to come? Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.